everybody. It's Sally and Stella. Are you saying hi to everybody? We hope you're doing well in isolation wherever you may be. I'm in upstate New York. We went up here a week ago to get out of the city, go to a lower density area, and be as responsible as we can in terms of social distancing. Over the last several days, I've been thinking about what I want to do to keep everybody engaged in skating and so forth. And something that I tend to do is overthink things. So I feel like I have not been able to get anything done because I want whatever it is to be perfect. And so I'm just getting over that right now. Whatever I feel might not be perfect, and I'm going to come to terms with that. And I hope that you guys are too. And then we can just keep on keeping on. The main motive I have is to make sure everybody's taken care of. Taking care of your bodies, taking care of your mental health, and so forth. And I feel like one of the best ways to do that is just to get moving every morning. So my plan is to do a live stream every day from Sunday through Thursday at 7:30 a.m. That way we get up. Well, Stella's still gonna be sleeping, which is gonna be good for me. But we're gonna just get rolling, get moving at 7:30. And I will be addressing a couple topics, maybe doing some updates if there are cancellations of competitions, which it sounds like everything's canceled, or if there are openings, maybe there will be good news that we'll be able to share. So a little brief recap on kind of what I know is going on. Some days we will be doing more extensive exercise than others. Some days I hope to even do little kind of modules, so to speak. Maybe we'll talk about the international judging system, or we'll talk about goal setting, or habit forming and habit tracking, and things that maybe I've been reading lately and are interesting to me that I would like to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into a little stretchy routine thing. Right, Stella? Yeah, she agrees. She wants to get moving. All right, so I'm gonna put Stella in her little baby jail. Okay, you promise not to cry? Yeah? Okay. Alrighty, so let's begin with a nice little warm up. Deep breath in, exhale out. And deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale. And a deep breath in. Exhale out. And we're gonna go over to the side. Scoop through the spine, and other side, and drop. Over and scoop, and over and drop. Over, super scoop, over, drop, over, super scoop, over, drop. All right, take a nice big reach to the side body long, and open your chest and close. 2, and 3, reverse directions, and 1, chest to the sky, and 2, full range of motion, 3, and keep that side body long. We're gonna try and keep our hip points parallel to the ground, and we're reaching our side body, getting a nice stretch through the side, and flat back. Stick your tush out behind you, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the top of your neck. This is a nice hamstring stretch. All right, now we're gonna arch down and roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time, and arching down, rolling up, and 3. That is not gonna sound very good on this video. Oh, we'll take you out for a second. All right, everybody. So Stella here has got a tooth coming in. Once you've done your 4 rolls up and down, we're going to fold our body. Nose aims to the toe. Right, Stella? Nose to toe. Lengthening through the spine. Stella's grabbing my toe now, which is fun. Okay. We're gonna bend and straighten for 2, 3, and 4. Rotate your spine and roll your wrist out for 3 rotations and reverse for 3 in the wrist. Now let's thread our arm through and look underneath your armpit, forwards towards the screen. Get a nice spinal twist and release. Come center and roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Now we're going to reach our side body long the other way. And we're going to rotate up to the sky for 1 and 2 and 3. Reverse. And 1. Full range of motion of the shoulder and the chest. 2 and 3. Keeping that side body long, we're going to level our hip points and stretch the side body long. Flat back. Oh no, Stella, that's a very bad idea, my love. Over here. Flat back and lengthening through the back, lengthening the back of the hamstring. 2 straight legs. Arch down, roll up. Arch down, roll up. Arch down, roll up. And 1 more time, arch down and roll up. We're going to bring our body nice and close, nose towards the toe. Lengthening, lengthening through the back, lengthening through your hamstring. And bend your opposite knee and straight. And bend and straight. Bend, straight. 1 more time, bend and straight. Now twist your spine to the back wall and roll the wrist. For 3, reverse direction, 1, 2, and 3. Thread that arm through. And look forwards towards the screen. Nice spinal twist. And come center, bend those knees. Keep the head and the spine curved. You're gonna rock from side to side. Now pressing those knees open. Go ahead and put your hands on your knees. Take a couple more spinal twists. We're gonna now rotate into a long lunge here. So my back knee is completely locked out, although I do have sweatpants on, so it may look a little bit like the knee is bent, but we are locking that knee out as best as we possibly can, lengthening the front of the hip, arms are reaching to the sky. Stella, don't press any buttons. And we're gonna lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. We're gonna lower our knee to the ground and straighten our back knee out. Lower the knee to the ground. Try to keep your hips low as you straighten. Lower the knee to the ground and straighten. 4 and straighten. Good, bring those arms down. We're gonna go to a nice low lizard. Rock backwards and forwards. Just trying to ease in to the glute. That right glute's getting a stretch. Or if you're doing a mirror image to me, it would be your left glute. Your hamstring should also be nice and stretched, but depending on where you're tighter, you may feel this more in the hip or in the glute. All right, we're gonna lower that back knee to the ground, untuck the toe, walk yourself up to a nice low lunge, pressing that hip into the ground, trying to keep both hip points lowering down evenly to the floor. Now let's ease back. Tush goes back. The long leg in the front goes long. Keep our toe nice and pointed. Check in that the hip points are nice and in line. So that may mean that you're gonna pull your extended leg back to get those hips in line. Now we're gonna go and flex that front foot and point. Every time you flex.
I don't know that.
Oh, I'm not talking to you, Alexa. She thinks I'm talking to her. And point, flex, point, and keep that toe flexed. Let's grab that foot, pull it in towards your nose, lengthening the back of the hamstring. See, I myself am a little bit out of practice, so I'm not as flexible as I would like to be, but we're all starting wherever we're starting, and we will improve from here. How you doing there, Stell? Did you change the channel? Yeah, but the TV's off, so it's okay. All right, so now we're gonna return back to this hip flexor stretch, bringing the body up. Hips are pressing down. Go ahead and reach that back leg. This is an option. If this doesn't feel accessible to you, then go ahead and stay just in the low lunge, pressing those hips to the floor. So our goal here is to first order of business, press those hips down to the ground. Next is if you can get a good press here and you feel comfortable, you can then activate that bicep and pull your foot to your butt. But try to keep the priority as keeping the hip low. So I don't want you just back like this just to get your heel to your tush. That's not productive. You want to keep your hips pressing down, and in addition to that, you can add the pressure onto the foot to pull that knee more bent and then press that hip to the ground. All right, we're gonna release that leg and we're gonna tuck that toe under and we're gonna rotate ourselves into a ninja lunge. All right, we're gonna go from ninja lunge to ninja lunge, keeping our hips as low as we can to the ground. Hips stay low. Good. One more back and forth. And we're ending up on the opposite side. Now roll to the high lunge. And just kind of rock back and forth, get kind of comfortable here. And pull your body up. Arms go up long and tall. Back knee is locked out as best as possible. Again, my sweatpants might not be showing the longest leg possible, but I assure you I'm trying to straighten my knee as best as I possibly can. Now we're gonna drop our back knee down to the ground. Try and keep those hips low as you straighten out. And bend, and stretch, bend, stretch, and bend, and stretch. Stretching that back knee as long as we can. And go ahead and bring those arms to the ground. Elbows to the ground, lizard pose. Go ahead and rock back and forth a little bit, easing into it. Again, you might feel this more in your glute. We're gonna lower our back knee to the ground, untuck those toes, get nice and comfortable. Start walking your hands up to a low lunge. Press those hips into the ground. Okay? Doing all right there, Stell? We're gonna go ahead and reach back and pull that foot into the butt. This is an option. If this is too much, you don't have to do it. Our priority is to keep those hips nice and low, pressing into the ground first. And then we're gonna pull our foot into the butt, activating that bicep. As you do this, remember the priority is to keep those hips nice and low first, and then pulling in is secondary. As long as you keep the hips stretched in the front, this is not productive with your hips backed up like this. You need to have your hips forward. So if you can't achieve this forward position, then go ahead and release that foot and just work on the hip flexor stretch. Okay, we're gonna release that down. We're gonna sit our tush back, lengthening the front leg, keeping that toe pointed. First, you're gonna check in, are your hips in line? You might have to pull the long leg back slightly to pull those hips in line. It's very common for people to be unsquare in this stretch. All right, now we're gonna flex and point. Each time you flex, you should feel more of a stretch in that hamstring. Flex and point. And maintain the flex, pulling that toe in. Hey there, Pearl. Who do you see? Okay, Swirly Pearly. Lengthening the nose, or lengthening the back to get the nose to the toes. Pearl, do you need me to lay you out so you can bark at them? It's funny, right, Steph? Okay, Pearl, I'll let you out. Come on. And out we go. All right. Awesome. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and tuck that toe back under, go back to ninja, and we're gonna go from ninja to ninja. Once you find yourself in the center, plant your feet firmly, drop the body down, drop the neck, walk the feet in until you're in a nice comfortable V. Just rock your weight from hip to hip, lengthening the backs of the hamstrings, swinging the body side to side. Relax the neck. Go ahead and bend your knees and roll one vertebra at a time. Up, up, up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Walk your feet together, hand forward. Nice little hip flexor stretch or quad stretch. All right. We're gonna shorten the rib hip connection, so we're gonna squeeze those abs. We're gonna lengthen the front of the hip by shortening the front of the body. Okay, you're still actively pulling your foot towards your butt. You can even try and pull your knee behind your other knee if you need additional stretch. Okay, so we'll switch to figure 4, and we're gonna reach those fingers to the ground. Get a nice glute stretch here. And we're gonna rise up and switch feet. First, the nice quad stretch, or hip flexor stretch. Again, it depends on what your area is that's more flexible than the other. But if you have a strong quad, you might find that your quad needs a little bit extra stretch. Whereas if you have tight hip flexors, you may feel this only in your hip flexor. That's my case. All right, so super engage through the core, lengthen the front of the hip, shorten the rib hip connection. And again, you may feel that you can pull your knee a little behind the other knee to lengthen even further through the front of that hip. However, I am limited in my range. We're gonna switch to a figure 4, get your fingertips towards the ground, forward fold that body, lengthening through the back, lengthening that, sticking the booty out, and then we're getting a nice stretch in the glute. All right, let's kind of bring our body up nice and slowly. Take another deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And breath in. Exhale out. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little warm-up stretch. This is a stretch you guys could use every morning. You can use it to get going for any further exercises that we do. I plan to be posting, along with several of my coach colleagues, different videos targeting different areas and different, when I say different areas, I mean specific things for instance, for turnout or for abs or for glutes or whatever. And we plan to do little 8-minute videos of that. So keep your eyes open for those. But anytime you have a video you want to run, for instance, 8 minutes of this, 8 minutes of that, it's never a bad idea to start out with a warm-up, or you could even use this as a nice cool down. Either way works. Anyway, I miss you guys all dearly. Please shoot me a text. Let me know how you guys are doing, and reach out to me also if you are interested in any one-on-one FaceTime lessons. I can do off-ice jump technique. I can do any sort of modifying I need to do for conditioning workouts. So I could do a conditioning workout with you and make sure that your body's in the right alignment and so forth. But anyway, I'm here for you, and I miss you guys, and so hopefully I'll catch you guys all very soon. Take care. Bye.